Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the 12th edition of Chamber Talk with Torrie. Today, I will be joining me, it was blah, 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 tongue twisted already. Today, joining me is Kathy Street, the Executive Director for the Oregon Trail Library District. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, it's great to have you. You have so many great things happening in our community, and I think we're just going to kind of start at the top and talk about what the library is and some background about the library. So let's start with that.
The libraries are a special district, and that was voted on by the residents of each city where there's a library branch. We have a library branch in Boardman and Heppner and Oregon. Originally it was just Boardman and Heppner, and then Oregon wanted to come into the district, so that vote was later.
Okay.
Lexington, they voted on it twice and they turned it down twice. And Ione is a separate district. They are their own special separate library district. So our library district is the 3, and that means we're a government agency. The district has a permanent tax rate, which doesn't change and can't be reduced. And that is a permanent tax rate of almost 25 cents per $1,000. So that comes from property taxes.
Property taxes. Mm-hmm. And your role at the library district?
My role, I'm the library director, which means it's like executive director, but in the library world they just call it library director.
Okay. I gave you a fancier title.
I know, yeah, I'm fancy now. And as a library director, I do the day-to-day operations of the library. I report to the board, and I do it all because we're a small district. So I am HR, I am collection development, I am facilities management. Everything that has to have a decision made at the library goes to myself.
Gotcha. And staffing, does each building have its staffing?
Yeah, each building has staff. We have one person that floats around right now. So we have 3 staff, counting myself, we have 4 staff in Boardman, 3 in Oregon, 2 in Heppner, and we have a staff person that does janitorial in Heppner. We have 1 employee that works in all 3 branches. Grace goes to Heppner, and then she works in Oregon, and then she works in Boardman.
That's
so
nice.
She gets a little taste of all of them right now.
Perfect. So when we talk about Boardman, since this is a chamber, the Boardman Chamber Talk, talk about Boardman. Where are you guys located in Boardman?
We are located at 200 South Main Street, which is right next door to the Bank of Eastern Oregon. The building used to be a Circle K, so if people can't find us, that's what we tell them. It used to be a Circle K. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, I know where you are now. And so it's down the road south of the laundromats and the car wash.
Gotcha. Right there on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
It's a great
easy access.
location.
Pretty central.
Yeah.
The community.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So if you want to become part of the library, is there a membership, and what's that look like?
No, it's not a membership. You get a library card.
Ooh.
You apply for a library card, which is not really applying. You just give us the information that we need to put into our system. There are some requirements for the information we are required to have: name, physical address, mailing address, phone number, driver's license, or ID. Some way to, if some libraries do collections, they want that information. You need to be 16 or older to get a library card without a parent sign off. If you're below 16, you just have your parent does it for you.
Uh-huh.
No cost, of course, to have a library card, and your library card gives you access to everything we offer online with that number on your card, and also access to all the libraries within the SAGE library system.
Oh.
We're part of the SAGE library system, which is a consortium of over 77 libraries in Eastern Oregon.
Oh, that's
so being part of that means you can request books from other libraries, and they come to us, and then you check them out.
Oh, so you have an even larger library
Yeah.
available to you than
Yes,
just what you see right there in front of you.
Yeah.
That's great to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also need to be a physical resident of Boardman, Heppner, or Oregon to have a library card at our library.
Uh-huh.
If you're not in that taxing district, if you don't pay property taxes to the library, then it's a $25 annual membership fee.
Oh, gotcha. So if you're outside our district, so you live
Which
in
there are,
Hermiston.
if you live in Lexington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. the Lexington taxing area, they don't have a library district, so they would pay for a library card at either Boardman or I own, or either Oregon Trail or I own.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So you just kind of touched base a little on your collection. Tell us about the collections you have.
Sure. Well, we have the regular collections that you would expect in a library. Hardback books for nonfiction, covering all the areas of information, and then fiction, which is all the books written for enjoyment for adults, children, teens, young adults. We have large print books that, as the word title says, they're larger print. We have Spanish materials. We have DVDs. We have a big DVD collection, and if we don't have it, almost always you can find it within the 77 libraries of the Sage Library. We have audiobooks on CD, and now we're getting audiobooks that are like an MP3 player that's called a Playaway, which you can attach with a corded headphones or auxiliary cord to your car. So they're just loaded up there, and that's instead of having CDs, since so many cars don't have CD players anymore.
Right.
And we have Wi-Fi hotspots to check out.
Oh, yep.
We have some STEM activity kits for school-age children and families. We're going to have iPads available to check out, one per library as a test. We don't really have a library of things like other libraries do because of space to store it. Mm-hmm. Some libraries have big collections of things that you can check out, like musical instruments, cookware.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know
Snow
those
removal.
services.
Oh, yeah. They're big.
Yeah.
Sewing machines. But we'd like to get into that, but we don't have the space to store it.
Right. This is kind of off our questions, but this triggered this question. ChangeX, you got a ChangeX grant last year.
Yes. And we use that for to buy a cooking station, to do cooking lessons and activities at the Irrigan branch. Because in Irrigan we do have a big meeting room, so there was space for that.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that ChangeX program is open right now, and
and that's through Amazon Web Services, and we were excited to have a grant through that, and we're going to do it again, put in another grant this year application.
Perfect. So I just didn't realize that libraries offered all those other things besides just.
Oh yeah, there's lots of things.
That's crazy.
Oh, and magazines. We physically have a few magazines in our collection, but the rest of it, there's a big collection online that's available for our patrons using their library card. E-books, audiobooks, magazines. There's over 4,000 magazines. Mm-hmm. Databases that include one for kids. It's called Tumble Books and Tumble Math, and then databases for help with homework or jobs or developing your resumes. There's one that's called Job Now that you can put in your resume, upload it, and real person will review it, send it back to you within 2 days with comments and help and advice and how to make it more robust.
Perfect. So I know you're talking about those online programs you have. Mm-hmm. Is that available? Is there a way to access computers at your libraries?
We have public use computers at the library. We also have a laptop through a grant with WorkSource Oregon that people can use to do applications or interviews. And also we have at the libraries, we have printers, fax, scanning, copies. And that is a big part of what people use the library's computers for, is printing out. Employment, Amazon returns, airline, any of those things that you just need printed. And if you're like me, you don't have a printer at home anymore. Or if you do, you don't have an ink for it.
Right, that's what I have. I have a printer, I just don't have ink for it at the moment.
Yeah.
It's sitting in my Amazon account, sitting in there.
Yeah.
And so, is there staff there if some people need some guidance?
Yeah, for sure. That's a big part of what we offer is assistance, technology assistance, learning different ways to use the internet to access your information, or even just how to set up an email. So many things now are only available online.
Yes.
That you have to be able to access that. So staff is always there to help assist, not to do it for you, but to teach you how to go through the steps to get to it. And we have Spanish speakers at both Irrigan and Boardman full-time.
Perfect. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know something else that you always talk about, and it's one of my favorite things that you guys provide, is the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. What's that about?
Dolly Parton started, she felt really strongly that children need books in their own homes, in their own hands, and so she started a program to get books into people's houses, and we partner with the Friends of the Oregon Library as our nonprofit branch of our Dolly Parton, and we call it the Morrow County Dolly Parton Imagination Library. That's a big, long name. But what it is anybody within the Morrow County School District area, those children ages 0 to 5, birth to 5, are eligible to participate for free. You register online. Every month a book comes to your child, to your house, and it has, the address label with the child's name on it, and it comes in the mail and progresses until they turn 5. When they turn 5, they graduate from the program and they get a book saying, "You're going to kindergarten," type thing. So
that's fun.
It's pretty cool. We've had over 500 children in Morrow County so far participate. Some have graduated already, some are in the program, but it's over 500 now. So we're very excited about that.
That is exciting. I like that data, be able to track that data too and see them graduate.
And in Washington State, they're doing statewide Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Oh.
And that has been an interest in Oregon, but it's never passed through as a bill yet.
As a bill. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But we do have it locally.
We do. We have it for
choose.
entire Morrow County, because Ione has it also. So sign up and you'll be getting those books right away.
That is wonderful. And I know that we have a lot of Hispanics in our community. You have Hispanic collections and stuff like that?
Yeah, we definitely have Spanish collections in the library of DVDs. Not so many audiobooks. They're hard to find in Spanish. But books, nonfiction books, fiction books for adults and children of all ages. We have books. And every year for the last, this will be our 4th year, going to the Guadalajara International Book Fair, which the initials are FIL, F-I-L, and that is the largest Spanish material book fair in the world. And we go as professionals with the American Library Association program and select books to be brought back to our libraries. And their publishing model is different. They publish once a year, and they're released that during the FIL. And some of them, if you don't physically get them there, you're not going to be able to have access to them.
Wow.
Some of them you can, and we try to find books while we're there from Mexican or Latin authors, ones that aren't translations, for example, of James Patterson or a popular author.
Actually,
we get original material
written
but original material by those authors.
Yeah. So it's unique.
It's unique, yeah.
That's cool.
Cookbooks are very popular.
Oh, I bet you so.
Yeah, and it's really fun to go there because it's such amazing amount of people that are just there for the books.
Right?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
So when you talk about, I know we share them as a chamber, being a chamber member, we share your events. What kind of events are you guys holding at the library?
In Boardman, we have, we just finished our summer reading program, so we have not been doing story time this month, but story times will start up again in September, and that's a once-a-week activity for families with young people. Usually it's children in the preschool age range, like under kindergarten age. We do an adult craft night once a month, which is the focus isn't always the craft. I mean, the craft is what brings them in the library, but it's more of a social opportunity for those people to, get out of the house, meet other people, have someone to talk to. We're starting a middle school graphic novel club. It's going to start in September. So we checked out a book club kit from another library, and they'll all be reading the same book. And that's starting in September. And then we're going to start also in October a middle school age, but starting at like 12 years old and up, a crochet group for specific type of crochet that's called amigurumi, and you make little animals or other little things.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And Other programs we do in Boardman, during the summer with our summer reading, we brought in, we bring in performers. So this summer we had a puppet show,
Oh.
and we also had like a graphic design artist teaching kids how to draw, it was mostly kids, how to draw anime characters.
Oh,
Hmm.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, it had a good turnout.
Perfect. So if anybody wants to learn more about all this,
Mhm.
they can find it. What would be your website?
Our website's OTLD, which is short for Oregon Trail Library District.org, is our website. And on there are links to all the activities and calendars and the databases that you can access with your library card. We also have a Facebook page, Oregon Trail Library District, and we have Instagram. To be honest, our Instagram is not as robust as we'd like it to be.
It's a lot of work.
It is. We try to do quite a bit with Facebook and keep it up to date, so that helps out.
Perfect. Yes, and the chamber's always sharing their events as well.
Mhm.
So if you didn't miss it on theirs, you can find it on ours probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for today's discussion. Great
Well, thanks for
discussion.
having me here.
You have so many great things happening at the library district.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day we can get it to be a little bit bigger building so we can
Oh
expand
gosh,
even more.
isn't that the truth? We just fixed the concrete in front of the Boardman
yeah, I
Library.
saw that the other
so
day.
come in and check out our new parking lot. It looks brand new.
It does look new.
And we are going to be working on getting plans as to what we want to see in the future. Do we want to expand the current building or build a new building and move into that? And
Yeah.
we really want to get that going.
Perfect. That's a great idea. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us today. I just want to remind you, if you want to review this, you can watch it again on the Chamber's social media pages, or it can be viewed on the Boardman Chamber's YouTube channel here in a little bit as soon as we upload it to that. And as always, thank you for joining us. And one last shout out, I would like to remind everybody, tomorrow is our community night out into summer celebration. It's going to be free hamburgers and hot dogs, French fries provided by Lamb Weston, ice cream provided by Tillamook, and you can come out and meet your first responders from Boardman. And then at dark, we will be lighting off our fireworks show to close out our summer and send our kids back to school, because it's time for those kids to get back on a school schedule.
Yes, for
As a
sure.
mom, I'm needing that. So, but thank you again to everybody that joined us, and we'll see y'all next time. And for further information about the Chamber, follow our social media and our website. And on that, we'll talk to you guys later.
Good job.